Welcome to today's webinar. My name is Andy and I work on the SMB team here at Facebook. I'm also joined by my colleague Shayna. Today we're going to be walking you through how to find success on Facebook. We'll also be answering some of your questions at the end of the presentation. Please submit any questions you may have at any time by clicking the green Talk to Us button located at the right of the screen, and we'll try and answer any questions that you have at the end of the presentation.
Hi, and welcome to this video about how Facebook brings business and real people together and what that means for your growing business. So Facebook has always been about people, quite a lot of them actually. 1 billion and more people are now on Facebook, and they're very engaged. 3.2 billion posts are being commented and liked every day. And many of those posts are from businesses much like yours. And businesses are a really important part of that ecosystem. In fact, 13 million local businesses are already on Facebook with their Facebook page, and that number is also growing. And businesses now have the opportunity through Facebook to drive a number of their key objectives. So firstly, your business can now be discovered or found on Facebook. You can also find customers, both new and existing customers on Facebook, and build relationships with them, which really will help grow your business long term. So, being discoverable, how do you make your business get found, or how can you have your business found on Facebook? People are now discovering businesses through the filter of their friends, and they've been doing that for some time through Newsfeed. Newsfeed is, you're probably familiar with it, it's a personalized list of all of the updates for relating to you from your friends and businesses that you're already connected to. But now you can also be found on Graph Search, which is more used on desktop, but that will allow you to actually, your business name can be surfaced if somebody looks for restaurants in the Dublin area that my friends like, and my restaurant can appear in that search. You can also now be found on mobile on Nearby, and with Nearby it's a function on your Facebook app on your phone whereby you can search for, again, if it's hotels, restaurants, shops in the location close to you, and it will surface those businesses in relation to your friend connections. So that's all very well, but what do I need to do to make sure that I can be found? The most important part is to really build out your page. So make sure your page is complete. So all your page details, so for example, your location details, your contact details, opening hours, all of these are very important to make sure that when you appear in Graph Search and Nearby, that the contact details that are in there are accurate. Also, make sure that you've selected a profile photo and cover photos that are really expressions and representative of your business. And don't forget then to build out your page with milestones and stories that actually are a good representation of your business. Remember, a lot of businesses are very much like their personal selves. They have a story, they have a history, and they have a personality. So don't be afraid to bring that to life. And of course, last but not least, don't forget to claim your Facebook URL at facebook.com/username, and you can then promote that URL elsewhere to drive your fans. And now, of course, you can start posting to your page. So a few top tips: keep your updates very succinct. Images and videos work really well to drive engagement. Try and post emotive and eye-catching type of themes and images, and try and be consistent about how frequently you post. That can work really well so people are used to receiving your updates. Okay, now this is all very well, you've got your page, but you want to find new and existing customers, prospects on Facebook. How businesses have been able to reach new and existing customers has evolved quite a lot. From print, which has been a relatively low to medium sized reach, broadcast, which has been higher reach but more expensive, and now with Facebook you have the opportunity to get much higher reach but on a much more affordable basis. And not only can you get in front of that volume of people and get that reach, but you can target them very well on Facebook. You can target them by demographics, so whether that's age, gender, where they're located, but also likes and interests, even life stages or a relationship status. There are lots of different ways that you can use this targeting to really refine who you want to get your message to. And of course, that targeting is very accurate, not least because people are their real selves on Facebook. Okay, and the last top tip of this section is to test different messages to different segments within your target audience. So you don't have to have a one-size-fits-all. You can actually break up your campaigns to test different messages to different target audience, and that way you're getting your most value for your ad spend. Okay, the third part I mentioned about building lasting relationships. You can build relationships, and like, your fans are twice as likely to be your customers. They may be customers now or at some point in the future, but they're also your advocates. So the word of mouth effect of those fans on their friends is very, very powerful. And of course, they're a great place for you to get insights and feedback on your business, whether that's about your product strategy or how you move forward. We mentioned about posting to your page, and your page posts will get in front of a portion of your fans. Remember that the news feed is very dynamic, it's very fast moving, and as a result, lots of updates are competing to appear in newsfeed. You can now promote those posts. It's really straightforward and straight off your page, and will allow those really pertinent posts to get in front of as many of your fans, and even to the friends of those fans. Also, you can use Facebook offers directly from your page, and what that does is it really drives revenue and transaction. So you can actually create an offer which can, if someone redeems your offer, that will be shown often to the friends of that person. So it's a really viral, organic and paid viral effect for your Facebook offers. And what that will do is it can be linked to an online coupon or an offline barcode that can be redeemed in your store. So you can really see, of those who have redeemed your coupons, how many of them result in sales, and get true return on investment for your offers spend. And finally, I mentioned about the power of word of mouth. On average, every person on Facebook is connected to approximately 130 friends. So if you have 5,000 fans, they are connected to up to 650,000 friends of those fans. And they are people who will see your business name associated with their friend. That is very, very powerful. It's like a recommendation. And that word of mouth effect drives a 4 times lift in purchase intent from research that we've done. And here's some great examples of how this is working for growing businesses today. Voltaire Diamonds are driving 25% of their revenue directly from Facebook. HubSpot are a marketing software company who drove 71% increase in sales when in a 3-month period from using Facebook. And the Westin Golf Resort and Spa in Abu Dhabi ran a Facebook offer that drove 150 times ROI through their fans and friends of those fans of their offer. And here are some key ways that you can put it all into practice. So to be discoverable, make sure your page is complete. Claim your Facebook URL and start posting regularly on your page. To find customers, you can invite your contacts to like your page. You can also start to run Facebook ads and test different combinations of ad copy and imagery. Also, remember I mentioned test the right message to the right target audience, and track your reporting to understand what's working well. And the third piece, to build those relationships. So you can download your Pages Manager for mobile, which allows you to manage your page and that engagement on the go. Don't forget to ask your fans for input, but also reward their loyalty and drive them to your store with Facebook offers. And finally, those social interactions that drive word of mouth, you can promote those or you can sponsor those to boost those to a higher audience. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video.
Welcome back. So we just want to run through an example of a business that's really followed the steps that Felicity's just outlined and has had success on Facebook. So the company we're going to look at is Music Maker, which is a music company based here in Dublin. And they're actually quite an old company and one of the oldest music stores in Dublin. So in the last 5 to 10 years, the music industry has become extremely competitive. And this has really been driven by a lot of online companies that can offer really low prices compared to the standard stores. So Music Maker's core competitive advantage against these rivals was the loyal community of musicians that they built up over the years. So they recognized that Facebook was a real opportunity for them. It has a huge audience and they could reach a lot of their engaged community on Facebook. So that's why they set up their page, and it was really as a new communication channel with their existing customers. They also recognized that they could find new customers on Facebook and use it as a tool to build relationships. So they used their ads product to build up their fans on Facebook. What they did was they set up Facebook ads, and then they used the targeting options that Felicity outlined in the presentation. So using interest targeting, they were able to target people with interest in specific instruments, bands, singers, that sort of thing, and they were able to hit a really relevant audience that were interested in their products and services and actually expand the community that they'd built on over those years. So they now today have over 19,000 people on their page. But these people are also building relationships with the company. The way they're doing that is through their posting strategy. They post regular updates with engaging content that's really valuable to the customers. So examples are they post reviews of products that people might be interested in. They also get experts to post about these products. So for example, they have someone from their guitar section will post a video review of the latest Fender guitar that's out, and will post about all the different positives and negatives of the product, which is a really valuable update for the customers. So that also adds quite a personal touch to the page as well. And when people go into the store, they actually get to speak with these people as well. They also answer any questions they get through the page as well. So they're really active on the page, and customers know that if they ask a technical question on the page, they're going to get a response from the team. So what does this community and building relationships result for a music maker in the end? So an example of what they've been able to do with their company is really the annual sale they host every year. So last year they hosted their annual sale on their premises where they offer huge discounts off a range of their most popular products. Last year they decided to use Facebook to promote this sale. It was a huge success for them. They were able to drive a lot of interest and buzz around the event with Facebook posts, pictures of the products that were on sale, and just creating an actual event on Facebook and inviting some of their fans to it as well. In the end, the sale was hugely successful for them, and 60% of the revenue from that sale was actually generated directly through Facebook. So overall, they're a really good example of a company that's followed these steps and has found good success. We're now going to move on and take some of the questions that have been submitted through the course of the presentation. So let's just open them up here. So we have the first one was from Amy, and it's a question about cost. She asks, how much do ads cost?
Yeah, I can grab that one. So when you're deciding the cost of your ads, you really have full control over how much your ads are going to cost. And you can spend as much or as little as you want to here. And the really important one here is either you select a daily or a lifetime budget. So a daily budget means that of say €10 means that you can be charged up to €10 for every calendar day that your ad is running on Facebook, whereas a lifetime budget of €10 means that the whole campaign is only going to spend €10 over the whole lifetime or whatever dates is selected by it. And just please remember as well that you're only ever going to be charged for the number of impressions or the number of clicks that your ad received. We do have another one here from Carl, and he says that he wants to know if we've any more business examples like the ones that we've already talked about.
Yes, Carl, we do. We have a number of examples up on our marketing page. So you can access our marketing page by going to facebook.com/Facebook Marketing UK. You should see the link up there on your screen. When you're on the page, you'll see that there's a section called Success Stories. If you click on that, you'll get a range of different stories like the Music Maker ones, which are great to review for examples and ideas for your company. Another question we've got through here is, I recently created a page post ad and it was disapproved for having too much text in the image. Why was this so?
Okay, so we recently introduced a text policy in your images whereby there can only be 20% of text in any image, and we measure this percentage of text through a grid. So we do a 5x5 grid across your image, and if more than 5 of these boxes are shown to have text, then it's too much text and it's over the 20% limit. So why was this brought in? It was really brought in because ads are being delivered into users' news feeds at the moment. We want to make sure that ads are of very high quality when they're going in there. Because you have to keep in mind that users are used to seeing ads from their friends and other people's profiles in their news feed, so they don't want to be spammed with poor quality ads. So the content that really works best here are really nice pictures and images and really good videos and different things like that of products being used and people interacting with the products. So we've got another 1 or 2 questions here as well. So someone's asking, they want to show their ad in their news feed, and how can they actually do this?
So the easiest way to get your message in the newsfeed is really through the promoted post option. So when you post something on your page, it will be shown to a number of users who have liked your page. However, you're not guaranteed to reach everyone because they have a lot of different content going into their newsfeed. So they have content coming from their friends, different pages they've liked. And really, if they're logging in, let's say once a day, it's too much content to show at once. So we really pick the best content to show them, and that's what they're going to see. So they're not guaranteed to see your page posts. The easiest way to increase the possibility that they will see your posts is through promoted posts. So when you post something on your page, beneath it you'll see a little promote button. It's on the bottom right hand side of the post. If you click that, then you can basically decide how much you want to spend on your promoted post. Who is it going to be shown to? So will it be your friends or fans, or just your fans, that sort of thing. And you can also include some targeting options if you have a very specific audience that you want to select as well. There are other ways to get your ads shown in newsfeed. I would say it's probably outside of the scope of this presentation, but we have a tool called the Power Editor, which basically allows you to select where your ad will be placed on the site. If you are interested in learning about that tool, when you're in your ads manager, facebook.com/ads/manage, you'll see there's a Power Editor link in the left hand menu. Click that, you'll get more information, a guide, and different steps on how to use that product. So I think we have another question here. Gary asks, are there any ways to increase my audience without paying for ads?
Yeah, that's definitely there is. So you can use the Build an Audience tab, which is present on your page, and here you can definitely invite all your friends or any other contacts that you have via email. Get them to like and engage with your page initially. And then other really simple ways to do it are put actual physical sign-ups in your shop, on your website, different things like that, just to get people aware that your page exists and really get them onto your actual Facebook page. So another one there is, how do I target my promoted posts?
Yep, so I can take this one. So when you're actually creating your posts, typing in the text, or after inserting the image, beneath it you should see a few different symbols. One of them will be a small target symbol. If you click on that option, that's when you'll see the option to add targeting on it. So you'll immediately see that you have the option to target your post by age, by country, and even if you select country, then you can even dive down deeper and do it by things like city and that sort of thing. So another question we have is it better to target a larger or a smaller audience with my ads?
Yes, I can get that one. So basically we recommend that you target a smaller, more relevant audience. And the reason why we do this is that these are the fans and these are the customers that are really going to want to see your content. And it's going to increase the relevancy and the performance of your ad. So if you're showing your ad to people who really want to see it, who really want to buy your product or your service, they're going to be far more likely to engage with it and end up in real sales in store. So that's really important. We want you to really use the targeting options that we have there and really narrow down who's actually going to buy your product. We have another question here as well, and it's this is a good one actually. It's should I create a contest on my page?
Yeah, great question. So contests can be a good way to engage your customers. It's a great way to get people interested in your products and services. Having said that, we do have guidelines that have to be followed if you do want to run a promotion on your Facebook page. So there's quite a number of guidelines to follow, but the core things to keep in mind are the following. If you run a promotion on your Facebook page, we require that it's run through a third-party app on your page. So if you have technical skills in your company or someone who's built your website, they'll definitely be able to help you out with this aspect of it. If not, there are third-party companies who offer these free applications, or alternatively, if you want a custom one built with something possibly a bit more advanced, you can definitely look into that as well. Other things to keep in mind is there's a limit on the type of Facebook functionality that you can use for the competition. So for example, you can't request that people have to like and share a post in order to enter the competition, that sort of thing. For full information on it, I'd suggest looking up our promotional guidelines online. So you can basically just go to our help center, which is facebook.com/help, search for promotional guidelines, and you'll get all the information that you need. I think we have one more question here. It basically just says, how can I allow the private message feature on my page?
Yeah, so private messaging is on a page is quite similar to that you have on your personal profile. The only main difference is that a page owner can't directly reach out to their fans and private message them. So to enable this feature, all you need to do is go into edit your page at the top, edit settings, and then there's a section on messages, and then if you just tick the option there, that shows the message button that'll enable people to message your page. And this is a really great way of kind of talking about more personal items that probably aren't appropriate to be on the public forum on your page. So that's all our questions for now. Thanks very much for tuning in.
Yeah. For more information, the latest news, updates, resources, and updates on the next webinars, make sure you visit our marketing page and like it as well. It's at facebook.com/Facebook Marketing UK. Thanks for listening.